In this video, I'm going to tell you why I think you should be reading Brazilian websites regularly. I'm going to show you a simple tool that it's going to make your reading experience more enjoyable. And I'm going to talk to you about some simple strategies to make the most of your reading practice. Olá pessoal, welcome to another video. If this is your first time here, my name is Fernando from funwithbrazilianportuguese.com, where I teach everyday colloquial Brazilian Portuguese. So let's talk about reading. If you have been studying Brazilian Portuguese for a while, the chances are you'll be focusing a lot on speaking and listening, but not so much on reading. And the reason why I think you should be reading more is because reading is actually going to help you with your speaking and listening. And how is it going to help you? Number one, you're going to be learning new words and expressions that you'll be able to use in future conversations. Having a wider vocabulary is also going to help you recognizing more words when you're watching Brazilian films. And number two, you're going to be more exposed to the grammar and some common sentence structures, which in turn you're going to be able to use in future conversations as well. Okay, so now that we've established the benefits of reading to your Brazilian Portuguese, let's talk about a tool that is going to make reading Brazilian websites more enjoyable and fun. We're all familiar with Google Translate, but what many people don't know is that Google Translate has a Chrome extension. And what does that extension do? It allows you to quickly look up words you don't know simply by highlighting them without having to copy and paste them onto Google Translate. Let me show you how it works. So I'm here on this website by the Brazilian magazine Super Interessante. It's a magazine on popular science. I've already downloaded the Google Translate Chrome extension. It's this icon here at the top. So what you need to do if you want to look up a word is just highlight it and it gives you the meaning. So if you don't know the word cinco, it's telling you here that it means 5. And if you want to listen to how it's pronounced, you just click on this icon. And you can actually look up more than one word at the same time. You can highlight 2 words, for example, 5.000, 5,000. So this is how the Google Translate Chrome extension works. Very simple, very handy when you're practicing your reading skills with Brazilian websites. But of course, Google Translate is not always 100% accurate. Most of the times it's pretty accurate, but if a translation that it gives you sounds a bit dodgy or it doesn't make sense within the context of what you're reading, it's always a good idea to double check that word in a more reputable online dictionary. Okay, so let's see some strategies now to make the most of your reading practice. Number one, start small. Choose small chunks of text to begin with. Don't be tempted to go for long articles because that's just going to make you frustrated. Think along the lines of BuzzFeed or short blog posts, and then gradually increase the length of the articles that you read. Number two, pick a topic that you are passionate about. In order to keep motivated with your reading practice, make sure that you choose a subject that you actually enjoy reading about. Number three, don't be tempted to look up every single word. That's just going to stop the reading flow. Try to focus on getting the general gist of the article you're reading. And maybe even have a rule like you can only look up 1 or 2 words per paragraph or just 1 word per sentence, for example. Number four, check how the words that you look up are actually pronounced, because that's going to make you feel more confident when using them in future conversations. And strategy number 5, the last one, make sure you keep a record of all the words you've looked up. You can keep a record electronically, copy and paste them onto a Word file, for example, but I actually suggest that you keep an actual notebook next to you and you can write down all the words you've looked up with their meaning and also make sentences with them. That's going to help you memorize them and then increase the chances of you actually using them when you speak to your Brazilian friends or family. So I recently asked people on my Facebook and Instagram accounts for what subjects they like reading about. I did a bit of research and I compiled a list of Brazilian-based websites on those subjects, and you'll find that list on my website. If you're not watching this on my website, I'll put the link to the blog post just below this video. Muito obrigado. I hope this video has inspired you to read more in Brazilian Portuguese. Let me know in the comments if you're planning to use the Google Translate Chrome extension, and if you have any suggestions of Brazilian websites or strategies that you use when practicing your reading skills. Muito obrigado. Até mais. Ciao.